Welcome to the friendly confines of Phil Welch Stadium here in beautiful St. Joseph, Missouri, home of the St. Joseph Mustangs. Tyler Raimundo along with Charlie Marshall on the call. And today we have a matchup between the St. Joseph Mustangs and the Chillicothe Mudcats. Charlie, what do you expect in this matchup today?
Well, I expect to see another good one. Last time these two teams played, it ended up being a pretty good game. The Mudcats fell 6-3. So, I mean, obviously the Mudcats are falling if you're playing the Mustangs. Mustangs undefeated, but one of the better games we've seen the Mudcats and Mustangs play in recent memory. It was probably the second best game you and me have seen together at Phil Welch Stadium. I expect another good one. I really do tonight.
Getting more playing time. First pitch coming up right here to the leadoff man, Peyton Becker. And the first pitch from Clark is lined to second base and off the glove of Truman Bodenhausen. What a way to kick off this game as Peyton Becker has given the Mudcats an early base runner.
So they've been around, and I'm sure everyone here knows just how long the St. Joe Mustangs have been here.
Schultz is going to take a 5-pitch walk from Andrew Clark.
But, I mean, in summer ball,
as there goes both runners, as the throw is going to go behind at second base, and that gets into center field. In comes Becker, Schultz to third. And a disastrous start for the Mustangs here, as there is one run in and still no out with a guy on third. Plan of attack going forward. That pitch is waved out and missed. That's probably a good plan of attack right there.
Great.
1-2 pitch is taken for strike 3. Home plate umpire rings up Negron. And Andrew Clark has now battled back and has 2 outs here in the top of the first. As the next 3-2 offering is lined and caught over there by Mason Holton. Andrew Clark works out of a jam as he had 2 runners on in the first 2 batters, but back-to-back Ks and a line out allow the Mustangs to escape with just 1 run. It's going to be 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the second.
A bad start to the inning, but able to kind of find a way to make him throw some pitches at the very least.
Mose grounds that one back toward the pitcher, Marlowe. He's going to have to hurry a bit, and that ball is thrown to the second baseman. What the heck was that? 9 innings as a catcher is a lot more wear and tear than any other position on the field.
Absolutely.
That ball's grounded to the third baseman, Cruz. Nice play from Cruz is going to get Felix by a couple steps. So a couple of base runners for the Mustangs, but no scoring to show for us. It's going to be 1-0. We head to the top of the 3-2 count here to Sammy Cruz. Andrew Clark's offering is swung on and missed. It's going to be 4 Ks for Andrew Clark in the last 5 batters. He is settled in. Carson Schmidt in a 1-2 hold. The pitch from Marlowe is grounded back. I think he broke his bat. He's going to go to third. And a great throw, but not going to be in time. 2-0 count here to Carson Schrack, and that pitch is grounded up the middle and through. In comes Glick. Coming in is Schmidt. Bodenhausen to third, and Schrack is going to take second on the throw. Mustangs now lead 2-1 here in the bottom of the second inning, thanks to a 2 RBI single by Carson Schrack. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and that ball is drilled into the gap, but can of corn out there for Carlos Negron. Depth perception was really off there. So the Mustangs strike for 2, but leave 3 on as they take a 2-1 lead here, headed to the top of the third. Schultz stole a base in the first inning, and he went on the last pitch. Doesn't go anywhere here. That ball's grounded to the shortstop, Schmidt. Schmidt bobbles it and is safe at first. An error on Carson Schmidt, a costly one at that, as instead of having a potential double play, the Mudcats now have first and second for their best hitter, and Carlos Negron up. 1-0 pitch is swung and hit toward the gap in right field. Going after it is Mose, and he's not going to get there. That's going to plate at least 1. Mose relays. The second runner coming in. We're going to have a play at the plate as that throws behind the runner, and going to be a 2 RBI double for Carlos Negron. That brought in Hunter Schultz and Tanner Sears as the Mudcats take a 3-2 lead.
As a pitcher, you always want to be at least making the hitter think about swinging.
Oh, he's thinking about swinging there as that ball's lined up to Calcano. It gets a good jump and a great diving play there from the center fielder for the Mudcats. Great jump, great read, great route, and great catch out there for Rafael Calcano.
The Mudcats, it's not really a huge shock.
That ball's grounded in the middle. Could be 2. Schmidt to Bodenhausen. On to first, going to be late. Runner coming home, and he's going to be safe. Aggressive base running there from Drew Sandid nets the Mudcats another run. It's going to be 4-2. Couple steps, and now he's set. Winds and fires. The break ball is called strike 3 as Mason Holton goes down looking and is not and he draws a line. Wow, Mason Holton. And the 3-1 pitch is swung at and skied out to center field. Calcano coming in on it and calling out the second baseman. And making another tremendous play is Rafael Calcano. Wow.
I mean,
he had to travel a long way for that one. There goes Schultz as that ball's lined into center field, and Logan Miller's going to track it down. Have come not via the walk. That ball's lined into right field. Glick is going to have himself extra bases to start the bottom of the 6th inning as he is going to coast into second with a lead-off double. Big swing there from Jackson Glick.
Came in the middle of an inning just like this one.
As off goes Schmidt, as it's going to be a close play at second. And he is nabbed trying to steal second. A costly caught stealing for Carson Schmidt. That ball grounded to third and caught in no man's land. As Jackson Glick, he's going to go to first anyway, and he's going to be safe. What was Sammy Cruz doing at third?
Yeah, a huge mistake from Sammy Cruz. He did the tough part. He made the play. He caught Glick and literally no man's land, like you just said. All he had to do was get him in a rundown, and they would have had 2 outs with a runner on first.
Final stat line for Riker Curry. The reliever went 2 innings, gave up 2 hits, no runs, a walk, and there's a sword right there from Elian Guzman. That was a perfect right there. That caught all barrel. So Rafael Calcano is there goes Sandid, and it's going to be a ball 4, and Drew Sandid takes third base. It's going to be runners at the corners and no out.
Mustangs are going with a double play
As
up the
in
middle. They have
Franca
a
successfully picks off Calcano, and Candid is thrown out at the plate. A huge pickoff for Michael and Frocka, and a great play from Jackson Glick, as that's going to move Calcano up to second. But Drew Sandid cut down at the plate, and that's the break the Mustangs needed
to really orchestrate what's coming.
That ball's grounded, and Holden going to get another chance, and that boots it. Coming home and making a throw short is the shortstop Schmidt, as now Sears is in a rundown and going to be tagged out. Escarcega, as he went 3 innings, nearly perfect. That ball's dribbled up the middle. Going to his left is Peyton Becker, and it's going to be an infield single for Truman Bodenhausen. It would be perfect innings outside of an error, as that ball's flared over the shortstop's head. That's going to get over Peyton Becker's head. And the Bodenhouse brothers have had back-to-back singles here in the bottom of the 9th. Felix to follow. As that ball's hit out to shortstop Peyton Becker. Going to be a tough turn for 2. They get 1, but that 1 is all they're going to get. Linder is going to get called for a balk, and that makes things interesting, as no need to get rid of the double play now, as Carson Schrack going to move up to second. A run scores on the balk by Linder, and the Chillicothe Mudcats coach is not happy about it. Followed by Dom Felix. The 2-2 pitch is lined up the middle and past a diving Hunter Schulta, as Freeman delivers an RBI single to bring the Mustangs within 1. Mose digs in the bottom of the 9th as the winning run. Freeman the tying run at first, as that ball's lined over to second baseman Schulta. A quick flip is going to get away. Freeman round second, going to third. He's going to go home. The left fielder takes a throw, and Freeman's going to be safe. Going all around the bases as Darius Freeman and the Mustangs have tied it here in the bottom of the 9th on an error by the second baseman Hunter Schulta. How about that? But after a costly error and 3 base hits, the Mustangs have worked their way back. As Felix is a ground ball to the right side. McCullum gonna be held up there. So Dom Felix delivers a single, and there's gonna be runners at the corners for Logan Miller.
No, you're not going on contact because the infield is in. So you have to make sure with less than 2 outs, it has to get through before you break home.
Here's the pitch from Linder. Miller hits a line drive to center field. Chasing after, making a play is Calcano. There comes McCullum from third, and the Mustangs are going to walk it off in the bottom of the ninth after a 4 spot. What a win for the Mustangs here at home, and the home crowd is going crazy.
That's exactly what Miller needed, and he comes through. And the St. Joe Mustangs find a way to survive and stay undefeated some way, somehow.